Hey guys, Clone Guy here, and welcome to the third part of the Unstoppable Force series. Today we are reviewing the Nomad SOMUA SM, the Tier 8 Premium Autoloading French Heavy Tank. And it's a lot more of a heavy tank than this is a heavy tank, that is for sure. We've got the Nomad, and we have the AMX 5100. Two very similar tanks, but with huge differences. But we're just going to be going over the stats of the Nomad here, and then kind of talk about the AMX 5100 just a little bit, just as a comparison. But let's get into this. The Nomad has a 5-round autoloader, and each shot deals 300 damage, and you have 232 base penetration on its standard rounds. Aiming time of 2.4 seconds, accuracy of 0.4, 47 seconds reload, 10 degrees of gun depression. Meanwhile, if you look at this thing, you have a longer reload. Ready? Here we go. Longer reload of 50 seconds, 3 seconds aim time instead of 2.4, but you have 0.36 accuracy. But you only have 9 degrees of gun depression. But you have 6 shells in this instead of your 5, and it's only has, what was that? A 3-second longer reload for an extra shell, and that extra shell comes in handy a lot of the time. You go from having 1500 alpha with one clip to 1800 with one clip, right? So you can clip out a tier 8 heavy tank with this tank, some of them, not all of them, and you can clip out a tier 10 bat chat with this tank. So there's slight differences. The main differences between these tanks, though, is what I'm about to hit up right now, and that is the mobility. This thing has 700 horsepower with 12.5 horsepower per ton with 37 top speed. 37 kilometers an hour is not that great. Meanwhile, this tank is more of a medium. It's got 17 horsepower per ton. It goes 51. So, yeah, this thing gets up and goes a lot faster than normal medium tanks. Like, I was climbing a hill with this at a nice 35 kilometers an hour. The Malinowka hill, no problem. I got there. I was the first one up top with this. So, that comes in handy speed-wise. But this has 1,400 hit points. This one has 1,500. And then the next key element we're going to hit up, oh, this says 1450, my bad, is the armor. And there is a large difference in armor here. Your upper plate, we will get a better look at on tanks.gg. And the turret is also pretty good in some places. Other places, not so much, but in some places it's pretty good. Meanwhile, the AMX 5100 has no armor to speak of anywhere. So is the Tech 3 version better, or is the premium version better? That is the question. And I've played both of them, and they both play, fairly the same, but have different key elements that make them good. So I kind of like what they did with these. Obviously, this one has the better DPM. This one has the better gun handling and survivability. This one has the better speed. And, yeah. Two very different vehicles. But one last thing I want to touch up on is view range. This vehicle has 370 and this one has 380. So, and then here is a quick look at its premium rounds are 263, and HE is 50 because it's 100 mil, and 400 alpha. So not too shabby at all. Not too shabby one bit. The standard round are fantastic, 232. But let's jump into, after we take a quick look at this on tanks.gg, then we're going to jump into a pre-recorded game and then a live game. So I'll see you guys there. Alright, here we go. Just a quick comparison. Ignore the DPM because on PC they have a 37-second reload. We have a 47-second reload. The reason I'm opening this up, though, is to quickly show you guys the interclip reloads. 2.25 seconds on the SOMUA. And, well, thanks for subscribing, whoever just subscribed. And then on the AMX 5100, it's 2.73. So that's all I really quickly wanted to show you. But now let's get to the 3D model of this tank, because I believe the armor all stayed relatively the same. And you're going to see the upper plate is about 207 effective. That's really good. And then in some places on the turret, also really good. But other places, not so much. Like up here, 120, which is what you see when you open up the armor inspector on console. It says you have 120 millimeters of front turret armor, but it doesn't include this part, because this part, I guess, isn't considered part of the turret. It's just this upper part, because it's what goes up and down when you depress. But when you use your 10 degrees of gun depression, if we can, this is difficult. There we go, we got it. Your upper plate becomes really, really good, and then this part is still very defeatable. But your side you have side armor, 90 millimeters now, so you can actually side scrape and a French tank. But now, let's jump into a pre-recorded game, and then we'll go live. We find ourselves on Morovanka. Morovanka? Well, it is what it is, and that's where we are. We are in the SOMUA Nomad SOMUA SM, of course, and initially I thought about going to the Magical Mystical Forest, but then I'm like, you know what, there's no arty, let's go Brawl in the heavy tank zone. We are top tier. We are top tier in this game. What do you know? Well, most of the time when you have a really good game, you're top tier. I find that a lot, especially on YouTube. You look something up and it's always the top tier in 5.10 or 3.57, it seems like. But anyway, this is not an ace tanker. I haven't yet aced this tank, and I'm just testing the gun elevation. At this point, this was my first game actually. I played the tank before, don't get me wrong, when I first bought it, but then I'm like, you know what, I need to do a review on it. So I pulled out, and this was actually my first game pulling it out. So, you know, if you want to keep that in perspective, that this is my first game pulling it out. And it's not too bad. The tank does damage, but it doesn't always do damage to the proper targets. And that's what I've been finding. It's the same thing with most autoloaders, I find. Well, not most autoloaders. Things like the 57 Heavy with that fast reload, it doesn't really matter. But we're trying to put some shells into this guy. 0.4 accuracy, so it's not the greatest. But you know what? They're flying. One of them, 1 out of 3 is not bad. But we have 2 shots left. Are we going to use them, or are we going to go for the long reload? That's the question. Now, if we were in the AMX 5100, we would still have 3 shots left. And then, you know, it's not as big of a deal, you know, to debate. You'd keep the shots. But when the defender pokes up like that and you're allowed to do this, then you know it's good. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. So I was mentioning while we're reloading now, I was mentioning autoloaders and why I think it's harder to win with autoloaders. My opinion is because of their long reload. Just because you do a ton of damage doesn't mean you're doing a ton of damage to the correct and proper targets. For instance, if I am in my Iron Rain Borsig, you saw me do a review on that, and my average damage is at 3,300, but my win rate isn't that great compared to my regular Borsig. And I believe it is because you do damage to whatever targets pop up when you're an autoloader. If you have good shots, you fire them off, and then you have to reload. Just because you're doing damage, a lot of damage to targets, doesn't mean you're doing damage to the right targets, to proper targets, to important targets, if that makes any sense. So I kind of want to have a video one time where I play an autoloader and I try to win. I don't just go for damage, I go for key targets. And I just want to see the difference if doing less damage in an autoloader will result in more wins just because I'm going for proper targets. Does that make sense to any of you guys? Well, anyway, that's just what it is. So now, we've got 10 degrees of gun depression. We've made our push into this area. I don't like this area on the map. It seems like you're just stuck in this location, so we're going to pull out of it. And it seems like you can just... they come in after you and you're pretty much doomed. It's that is what it is. Whoever pushes in first seems to lose. But no team actually really pushed into it, and their team is all in the back, so I felt it was okay to push. And now I'm way up in their face now. We're gonna put shells in this Carnarvon, into his tracks and ammo rack, put another shell in. Are we gonna be able to finish him off? Yes, we are. And then we're gonna put some shells, hopefully, into this defender. Now the Borsig's in the way, so I decided to go for the Borsig instead because I'm not gonna go through the top part of the defender. But hey, you know what? The Borsig moved right as we fired. We go straight into his tracks and destroy him. He goes down, dead. GG, well played. Shouldn't have been camping. I'm just kidding. so that's the case. Oh, for those of you wondering, today is my 5th year anniversary. It was 5 years ago I first logged into World of Tanks beta. 2 days before it got released, so I didn't really actually do anything. But so today's very special for me. It's my 5th year anniversary playing World of Tanks. And I thought about doing a live stream today, but I decided not to because it's Sunday. I've got people here, friends, not friends, my brother, he plays downstairs, I'm downstairs. It's really loud, so when I do the live gameplay, you're probably going to hear some talking in the background, or maybe some sniffling from my dad or something like that. And maybe he turns on the TV, but I want to get this out to you anyway on Sunday, and that's why I don't usually do videos on Sundays or Saturdays. That's because it's pretty busy. Busy in this house on Saturdays and Sundays. But I'm getting this out for you because I meant to get it out yesterday, but once again, I was busy. I was recording Double Track, which we now have finished. It's all done filming. I just have to put it together, and then it'll be out in 2 weeks. So I'm excited about that. Side shots on that. What is that? A 43 TP? A 40 TP? What is that? I can't tell on the small screen. But he's dead. It doesn't matter. We clip him out, and we have 2 more shots for this guy. That shell goes high. It almost looked like it tried to avoid the circle. It tried to escape the circle there, but it doesn't matter. He goes down, and you're just seeing the devastating power of this vehicle. It's a powerful tank. It really is. The unload speed is really good. 2.25 seconds. That's fantastic. And the potential damage of 1500 is so good. And that is a full health hammer. Are we going to be able to use our insane, devastating powers against him? Well, he just took a hit there, which is good because most likely we won't be able to clip him out. And now he takes another one, so now we have the ability to miss a shot, possibly. But we're going to go around the corner and clip him out. We're almost loaded. Come on, hello there, sunshine. Ha! I did it again. Anyway, here we go, going around the corner. Actually, to be fair, I have said hello, sunshine before I ever watched any of Spartan's videos, alright? He's just known more for it. It has nothing to do with the fact that Spartan says it, alright? That has nothing to do with it. Anyway, we clipped the guy out, and we have one more shot left. Are we going to be able to put it into this guy? Let's find out. And make up a shot, 0.4 accuracy, and the shell flies true, and we put it in fact, and now he is, in fact, a one-shot, and he goes down, and we win the game. Not too shabby. Probably not going to be an ace tanker. We were fighting 8s, but it is what it is. It's as best as I could do. In a tank, which I keep getting first classes. I will tell you, this tank does damage, and it makes insane amounts of credits. Look at that, 133,000 credits made, not too shabby whatsoever. 4,500 damage, and 20 assist damage. Now, it doesn't make a lot of money because it has insane boosters. It's only 50%, just like the Defender, but the tank just does damage. And because it does damage, it feels like, you know, you make more credits. I find even on defeats, I'm making money because I'm doing 3,000 damage, 4,000 damage real easy. It does damage really easily, and this thing prints money. It really does. But that is the pre-recorded. Let's jump into a live gameplay. One take, no matter what. Let's do this. Lakeville. I forgot to show you what I'm running in the garage, so I will tell you. I have gun lane drive, I have vertical stabilizer, and I have optics. I went gun lane drive over vents because once you're reloaded, your interclip reload is the same, obviously. And so I'd rather my gun aim in faster so that I hit shells sooner, and aiming decreases DPM. So I've decided to do that and just be, you know, patient for 2 extra seconds instead of having vents. So that's what I've done. That is what I've done. Alright, we are at the mid tier. Also, I go 50-50 split on my ammunition because you carry so much ammo in this tank that it really doesn't matter. So, let's see what we can do here. Because I have optics, I think I'm going to spot the middle around here and see if I can put a magazine into somebody. I don't go town. I never go town on Lakeville. It's just bad. It's not a tactical position at all. You have no control over your base. You have no shots on your base. You get shot from people who are camping in their base. You have to push through an open field to get to the base. You have to push through an open field to get to either base. So I don't feel pushing town is relevant on this map. I really don't. Some may think otherwise or feel otherwise, and I understand that. But just for me, no, I don't push town on this map. And we have a light tank who's doing a very good job, so I'm actually going to support him, and hopefully we'll have a magazine ready to go and clip somebody out. Like, oh my gosh. Oh, pig. Changing attention to him. He is priority numero uno. One shot into him. There we go. And switch over to the M103. Boom. Slow shell velocity. For sure. I didn't realize it was that slow, but I guess it is. Boom. And one last shot. Boom. There we go. Alright, now we're going to reload, and we're going to pull back and decide where we need to go to from there. There is 3 artillery, so I don't know if I want to push the valley. This is something I'm not too sure about. What is that coming up the middle? A Conqueror, eh? That ain't good. That is not too good. And the Conqueror in there. The Conqueror's pushed through. Let's help against the Conqueror. We can clip him out. Oh boy. Are you AFK? I think so. 9 seconds. 9 seconds. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, we missed. Dang it. There's one. My heavy tanks are going the wrong way. Are they that stupid? Can you not look at your minimap? What's a minimap? Oh, come on, gun. Don't do this to me. Armor should work. No, it didn't work. Of course it didn't work. I'm gonna go for the reload now. Fix my fuel tank. Okay, he's moving on. So we're gonna cut across now and get away from here. But it's nice to have an AFK Patton. Like, are you guys that... Like, come on. Yo. They're incompetent. Most incompetent players you can have on your team right now, dudes. Welcome to the weekend. Don't do videos on the weekend. Don't do it. Don't play live on weekends. That's needs to be my new, like, motto. Don't play live on weekends. My new rule. Where's he going? Artie, don't do it, Artie. Just leave it to me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. There we go. Oh, gosh. 1. Oh, he's running smack dab into our pig. 2. 3. There we go. Gotta go for the reload immediately. And just hold the base. I am surprised that their, what is it? GW Panther survived. If our light tank can go kill Artie, we might be able to pull this one off. Might. So they have another Conqueror. Where is the other Conqueror? He was last... There he is. Yep, that's him. Our light tank is doing what it needs to do. This is good. And Defender... Alright. Come on, light tank, you got this. Medium tank down below. This guy needs to pull up a little bit. There we go. Miss. These are never gonna go in. Tried to go for the side turret there. I think I have to go for another reload and we're gonna load the premium rounds. I think it's the only way really to pull this one off. Our light tank still has yet to destroy any of them. Okay. So we have this AFK guy. We're gonna use him. We're gonna use him. Our Bulldog is still going strong. Alright, we just gotta clip out whoever we see first, and then we just have to run. Oh boy, the Panther got the Bulldog. That's pretty unfortunate. Boy. Let's see if he stops. Keep driving, keep driving. Who do we want to take out first? Fire. Come on, can we get another fire? Nope. One more shot into this guy. Boom. There we go. Now we move on. Let's head down this way. And see if we can relocate. Actually, we might. If we can get over here undetected. I think this is the better... No, we're spotted. Spotted by Slapjack. In the back. Well, we're going to be loaded one last time. And we can clip both these guys out. Hopefully. Couple tanks at a time. That's all we can do, really. That's all we can do. We'll see how well we finish this off. There we go, he's down. See if we can take out this Conqueror. Oh boy, he's got a lot of hit points left. That was a good roll. That was a good roll. That was a fantastic roll. And we got him. There we go. There we go. Pull back. Try to avoid this guy. Slapjack. Armor. I need you to work. Tank behind us. cut in. Get this guy to bounce off of us for 25 seconds or so. He's got our side now. 430. That guy's full health. It's the first time he's been spotted, too. He bounces. Angle the back of our tank. There we go. One. And we go down. Tiger 2. Oh well. We did what we could. That's the tank in the nutshell. Once again, we couldn't do damage to the tanks we needed to do damage to because it's an autoloader. But you do a lot of damage. But there's my ace. My only ace I've ever gotten in this tank. But there we go. I hope this is enough to help you guys decide whether or not this is a tank you want to pick up. But that is the review. Thanks for stopping by and seeing my first ace in this tank. And I will see you guys all later. And I hope you enjoyed the series. If you haven't seen the other 2 episodes, they will be linked at the end of the video. And I'll see you guys all later. Take care. And peace out.